And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I've cranked up the AC a little bit. Had some time to relax after all the recordings. And this time, I promise not to complain about the game and its various annoying gameplay mechanics. Alright, so we are, of course, nearing completion with the game. It's not that much longer. Yeah, you really want to dig that up. Fucking chaos. Like, that's the Helix Stone. Okay, so this is something you trust more than solar-powered satellites? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, one of the implications of this game...
It was Samuel. He led them to his tomb. Please, we can overcome this. Promise. The gate will be opened as planned.
Thus is the fate of all who trifle with chaos. Yes. You know, I know people do that on a regular basis, but who honestly would trust Satan? I'm just saying, like, if you give me your soul, all things can come to you. It's like, you realize whatever temporary thing you get from them really isn't worth it compared to all eternity. It seems like it'd be really stupid. Or at least to me. Let's get... what health or armor? Which would actually work? We get more health than we do armor, so that would make a lot more sense. But it's like, when you think about it, in just terms of time, if you traded your undying soul for power, wouldn't that power be, like, really fucking temporary compared to the rest? Or is that just me looking too much into that? I think one of the implications about Doom Guy in this particular game is, of course... he's kind of like Spawn in some instances. Like, I know he's supposed to potentially be Doom 64 guy, but it's also implied that, like, he once fought for Hell. So, like, maybe Doom 64 guy eventually succumbed to the ravages of Hell and started serving it. Sort of like a Spawn-ish kind of thing. I don't know, I might just be bullshitting here, but that's kind of the vibe I get, that maybe he's sort of like Spawn in some respects. Maybe. And it's a barrage of images. At least it's a little bit better than the Mass Effect images. Yeah, it looks really cool, but it's all ultimately kind of meaningless because there's never really any context other than grab that thing because it does the stuff. You know, that's one of the things I always had a problem with Mass Effect.
The Crucible. That's what she was looking for. Vega, did you get the location?
She's in Spain, sir. Getting motion sickness yet? I know I am.
You're going to have to
remove it.
Once you've extracted the accumulator, it will become unstable. The ruptured casing should cause a rift strong enough to send you back to their world. We can determine your point of entry using the tether system I uploaded to your suit.
Yeah, thanks for that. Now everything runs way shittier now, thanks to you.
We have no way of shutting down the well and closing the hell portal here on Mars.
Saying, what was wrong with building like a Dyson shell around the goddamn sun? Why didn't you do that? It's like, you know, it's got potential demonic incursion from using hell energy, or no demonic incursion by using, you know, the sun. You know, why not do that? You know, talking about bad science used for, you know, actually they didn't even need to do that in Dead Space anyway. But in Dead Space, you know, the whole reason they use the marker is because it provides unlimited energy. You have FTL. Obviously, you must have high energy devices. It's not running on goddamn gasoline. But that was something that started up in Dead Space 2, whereas in Dead Space 1, it was just this artifact. My problem with Dead Space is I like the game series. I'm a big fan of Dead Space. I've done reviews of Dead Space 1 and 3, but not 2 for some reason. Dead Space has some great gameplay. It's got some great level design. And I like the story to a point. See, for me, a good game has to have a good story. And the big problem with some of the story is the very fact that... oh, I don't have enough fucking fuel! is the very fact that it's kind of based upon really trash science. You know, the whole idea, and of course I had to die almost immediately. Yeah, come on, let me get back to the checkpoint. Thank you. Let's see, where was I? The trash science really comes down to, and we need the oh wait, no, that wasn't it. Well, it's part of it. It's like we need the marker for unlimited energy. Okay, that's stupid. But it's also when they overcomplicated the entire plot of the first game. I thought this back even then. And I know that some people just play games for gameplay. I don't do that. If it doesn't have a good story, or if there's story elements I don't like, it can kind of ruin it for me a little bit. But there's one story element, and I don't care, it's not a spoiler, it's a game that's over a decade old. Yeah, where's my youth? I don't know. But a spoiler for a decade-old game. Let's see here. It turns out the marker is not an inscrutable alien artifact. It is instead something created by the Space Gov. I'm thinking like, wait a minute, what was the point of that? Okay, just say it's a marker created by an ancient alien race. We don't know why it does what it does. Have some mystery. Have a Cthulhu kind of thing. They go and do that anyway later on in the series. So what was the point, I ask you? It was overcomplicating the plot to the point of stupidity. That's how I feel. The one thing about this plot, while it's not as expanded as I would like, at the same time, what it does is it keeps it fairly simple. You know, they don't overcomplicate it to the point where it's stupid. They don't make it dumb, which I heartily approve of, because it's so easy to fuck up a plot, you know. And thankfully, you know, when it comes to fucking up plots, I'll tell you this, the more I read about certain movies, the more I wonder, like, what would have happened had they actually stuck with some of these ideas, you know? Like, Back to the Future, where it turns out, where they have to use a nuke to go back in time. The whole movie feels very different. The original script is very different from what the movie would become. I'm so dead because I don't have the right weapon out. Give me the health! It's like the whole movie does not have that charm. The whole movie wouldn't have had the charm if they'd done a variety of things. The same way with Star Wars. Return of the Jedi. Luke was supposed to go bad. It's like, Lucas, why was that ever in you? Why did that even come to your mind? Like, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind when you came up with that? It's like, what was the point of that? You know, oh, crap. I can do nothing. Get him! Aha! I'm gonna die while I try to get the health. No, I didn't. Smack him. Give me all that sweet health. Give me all that sweet health. I need a real weapon. Here I am just like trying to, in vain, to find my bloody chain gun, which is the only thing that's going to really be useful right now. Aha! And smack him! I guess that's really why Mass Effect 3 failed as a game, because nobody told them, like, hey, you know, this ending is really, really bad. Maybe we should, you know, change it. They eventually did change it, but the damage was already done. Because it's like, what was going through their minds? You have to wonder, like, what is going through people's minds when they come up with some of this stuff? It's like, how did it ever seem like a good idea to begin with? You know, of having, you know, all your choices come down to red, green, and blue. It's like, how? Why? It's the same way, like, whenever you read about military battles, it's like, it seemed like the one who fucked up the least won. It's just insane. Like, I know it's like, well, not everyone can be perfect. Yeah, well, it's like, why does this stuff ever seem like a good idea? I suppose, like, in the moment, you don't know it's a bad idea, but I don't know. It just seems like some of the stuff would be rather obvious. Blap. But then again, you know, there was going to be Call of Doom, which you have to ask yourself why would that be. I can understand why people would think that would be a good idea. Just because, well, what do the kids like? They like the Call of Doobies, so of course. Let's have a lockbox. I guess it all comes down to greed, hubris, and all the rest, but still. Not inventing rock and roll and having to fly into a nuclear explosion. It's kind of funny, like, a nuclear explosion just doesn't seem quite as I don't know, friendly as a lightning strike. I don't even know why that would why I would think that, but it just isn't. Just isn't as good. Okay, I got a shitload of upgrade points for my weapons. I need to stick 4 different demons in 5 seconds. I will try to pay attention to that. Uranium coating. Yes, give me that. That will actually be good for something. Improved venting, recovery from a heat blast. Here's the amount of heat that can be contained, something more potential damage. Okay, I'll take that. Energy efficient. Lightweight, move at full speed when zoomed in. I'm not going to really need that. And I don't have that. None of these are really worth anything. Faster reload. That's not really good for much. No, okay, you know what? I'll get explosive shot. Insta-load. Alright, fine. Insta-load will probably be better than nothing. And let's go and upgrade. There it is. I got 2. Is there anything that takes 2? I'll go ahead and do that just because. Why not? Yes, and they sacrifice him to the great space god Korn. I do not want... Okay, that's a really goofy skeleton, though. That is legit goofy compared to the Doom 3 ones. Okay, and I think we just jump down here. Actually, no, we don't jump down here. We have to, like, open something up. And I will take the little Praetor token, and that'll be most useful indeed. Let me grab that. But seriously, why was it a good idea? Why did Lucas think it was a good idea for Luke to go bad? I mean, we think Jar Jar is bad, but in all reality, Luke turning evil, I think, is just considerably worse. It's like, I guess it's kind of like Half-Life 3, or Half-Life 2 Episode 3, you know? How hard would it have been to have made a simple boat level? Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most amazing thing there ever was, but it's like, who cares? It's just a boat level. Finish it. End the game. I will definitely be reviewing Half-Life 2 and its various expansions sometime in 2018. But, you know, it's Half-Life 2 Episode 2 ends on this cliffhanger where all you had to do is make a boat level. Make boat level. It's like, how hard is it to make a goddamn boat level? And it's like, artistic integrity? Seriously? And blast him in the back with a rocket, or miss miserably. That works too. But, yeah, it's just a boat level. A boat level! I may complain a little bit about Doom here, but at least they got it right. I mean, it's not perfect, but, you know, it's better than turning it into a scriptathon. It's better than turning it into... Now, if they could have had really good gameplay along with some sort of modern military thing, I wouldn't have minded that. Oh, we're gonna be fighting the Cyber Demon. Spoiler alert. Yes, it will redirect the course for mankind. Yeah, once again, you know, these people aren't very smart. It's like, okay, they're gonna give you ultimate power to do what exactly is my question. Like, what exactly are you gonna do with this ultimate power? It's like, what good is it gonna be? It's the same, like I was saying in the previous episode, like, what exactly is even the point of, you know, even thinking about selling your soul to the El Diablo, because it's like, you're not going to get much out of that. You're going to get like 10, 20 years at that of whatever you wanted versus infinite years of utter torture and pain. Why, how is this a good deal from in any way, shape, or form? I ask you. But it can always just come down to the ye old hubris. Seems like I'm getting some frame drops, but not according to the thing here. I don't understand it. It just feels like it's not running like it should. I don't know, tech problems. That's the thing about PC gaming. You just gotta figure it out. Yeah, it looks like it's working fine. I don't know. It seemed like right there, it seemed like it slowed down for a little bit, but it's still over 100 frames. Oh, could it be going? Yeah, one moment, lads and lasses. Just in case. Just in case it's heat related. I will go ahead and open up the computer case just a little bit. Okay, there's something that's got to be wandering around for a moment. There's got to be Because, like, we need to get through one of the doors, but of course it's closed. So, or could that have been some sort of, is that another glitch? I swear this didn't happen when I played it single player. Well, I'm playing it single player. Playing it without recording. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I was going the wrong way. No, I'm not. I think that's another glitch where something didn't spawn in. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that's what it was, because we probably need to go through that door. And demonic incursion. Yep, security station active. Oh, okay. I must not have found the security station. I'm just gonna blame the blame recording. Oh wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, where do I go? Oh, maybe I should go there. And now that I have half the case open, the computer's not revving as much. So maybe my imaginary frame drops will stop. I'm just so paranoid about frame drops that I just am imagining them. I need some happy pills. And I shall introduce you to the old painless. Or I could always just blame the game. Like, yeah, the game just frame drops right there. I don't know why. It's not that my computer's old. Or getting antiquated. It's getting old, John. It's getting old. You know, I think Doom Guy would definitely have been played quite well by either Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger. I would have preferred Schwarzenegger, but I would have accepted Sylvester Stallone. As it was, you know, I didn't have the version of Carl Urban that played Doom Guy, yeah. If he'd done it Dread style, I think that would have been pretty cool. But since he didn't do it Dread style, it just was kind of a weak Doom Guy, honestly. And you know, if you're gonna cast The Rock in a movie as in a Doom movie, why wasn't he Doom Guy? It's like I don't like what was. Once again, what was going through their mind when they did that? Like, why did that seem like such a good idea to make Doom Guy not The Rock? And no one would have known back in 2000, whatever the fuck it was, that Carl Urban could play such a gritty character as Dredd. So it's like, what was the? Oh, I killed him with his own boot. It's like, what was the logic behind that? Or was there just, it's a video game movie, no one's gonna care? That definitely is probably what it was. It's some video game, vidjagam. No one cares what you do with it. It's the same way with Super Mario Brothers, the movie. Which, you know, I don't know what anyone was expecting from a Super Mario Brothers movie. There's different ways you could have done it. And the way they did it was, yeah. I think it could have, I think the Super Mario Brothers movie is not as bad as people say it is. It's certainly not good. But there's certainly worse movies out there. That's a lot of bad guys. That's a lot of demons. Okay, where is that? I wonder if my imaginary frame rate drop is actually coming from the fact that I have Steam up on the second monitor, and I keep seeing like some of the icons moving around on the second monitor, so that might have something to do with it. It's the glory of PC gaming. Now, I mentioned in an earlier Let's Play episode about Doom on the SNES. At least I think I did. If I didn't, Doom on the SNES gets a lot of negative press these days. But you know what? You got to keep the mindset like back in the day. Not everybody had a computer powerful enough to play Doom. Not everybody had a computer back in the day. I was quite fortunate to have what I had. Oh shit. I need something to jump over here. It's gonna be the pinky, isn't it? I need to just jump out there. Aha! Die, you asshole. But not everybody had a computer powerful enough for Doom. So, you know, being able to get Doom to the SNES was not a bad thing. If that's all you had, it's all you had. So, I just am glad that it was as good as it was. Because I've actually played it. I own it. And, you know, it's Doom. It runs. And I think that's something that should be held in pretty high regard. The fact that they were able to put a PC game, let me put it this way. Imagine trying to run Crysis on an original Xbox. That's basically the equivalent. They were able to run Crysis on the Xbox 360, but imagine the original Xbox. They were trying to run that on there, you know? Or put it another way, try to imagine running Crysis on a PS2, okay? Actually, no, I got a better one for you. Imagine trying to run Crysis on the Wii. That's what they did with Doom on the SNES, and it worked. You know, it is a very basic, very pared back Doom experience, but it's still recognizably Doom. That is an achievement. It's the same way with Doom on the Switch. It's like, not everybody wants a PC, you know, there is that. And it is a way to play Doom 2016 on the go. All you gotta do is take that little tablet, and it just works.
You will need to rip out the Argent accumulator powering the Cyber Demon. Destabilizing the core will cause a rift that will send you back to hell. Once the Crucible is in your possession, we will pull you out.
Oh, sure you will. I believe it. This is how you do a boss fight. Because you gotta build it up. You gotta make it special, you know? You gotta have the little weapons here and there. You gotta have the health station. You gotta build it up, because it's a big thing. It's the boss. It's not just another guy. Epic strength. Here comes a surprise. Honestly, not that impressed. He just looks a little generic, in my opinion. I think they could have done a little more with his face. The face just doesn't look demonic enough. It looks more like an alien. Oh, I'm probably going to die so much here. Oh, I was an idiot and did not save all my gubbins. It's still a decent enough boss fight. I'm glad it is at least a boss fight. Versus, you know, what we normally get, where it's just, you know, you fight a helicopter, and that's it. Shit! I was hitting the spacebar. Oh, crap! No! Oh, hell. Literally. Oh, let's do a... punch him and grab it out. You hath defeated me. Ugh. I hath thou bested my foe. In hell. That's a cool scene transition. I really like that. It's not the most advanced one there ever was. There needs to be like a little Borderlands 2 kind of thing. Enraged Cyber Demon. This guy's really pissed off. Ah, Borderlands 2. Well, Borderlands in general. I hated the first one. Like the second one. Like the pre-sequel well enough. It's very much Australian. Which I can approve of. Now, this is where the music's good. I love that. I don't know why anybody's got to hate the music. This is good stuff. Yeah, it's not traditional heavy metal. But you know what? It's something different. You know, what's wrong with having something a little different? There's my machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. No, it's ha, ha, ha. Saying ho, ho, ho is sexist. Oh, God, that didn't hit me. Ah, ah. Shit! No! Ah. I shall need to drink water. I need water! Shut the fuck up, Bear Grylls. Yes, pissed off Cyber Demon. He's really angry. I don't know. It's just... I don't... I am really hurt now. I'm probably gonna die on this one. At least I didn't die on the first one. At least. Now, there's a even better boss fight later on against those little demon guys, which we'll see. I like that one more because they had a much more unique design. I guess in my old age, in my advanced years, I just am not as easily impressed as I once was. It's got to be really unique. It's got to be different. Almost out of 7.62 NATO. So I still got plenty of rockets. Actually, I got a better idea. Actually, 8 BFG, asshole! Eat it again! Just not that easily impressed. I mean, he doesn't look that memorable. I think the original design is pretty memorable, especially with the face. It definitely looks very demonic. He just looks... He doesn't look demonic enough. He just looks like a basic alien soldier. In fact, you know, now that I actually look at it, and you can't unsee it, he actually kind of looks like the big fuck-off alien bastards from Half-Life 1. I can't remember. They're like blue. I can't remember the names of at the moment. Here comes the sword is a nice touch. A very nice touch! And rip his fucking head off. Fuck you. Oh, that's the perfect sound. That's the perfect music for that. Now that was still a cool battle. That was a nice battle. I enjoyed that immensely. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am, of course, GeneralLotz, and that was, of course, the battle against the Cyber Demon. Cyber Demon is just a kind of a generic design, but the boss fight is a lot of fun. He's got a lot of nice attacks. He wasn't that annoying to fight, and overall, it was a nice fight. The next boss fight we get to is even better. And so I'm GeneralLotz, wishing you good Half-Life 1, and good Half-Life 2, or whatever makes you happy.